The process of a really powerful main character leading a kingdom to prosperity and the top of the globe is well worth seeing. And today I've compiled a list of 10 manhwa and mangas in which the main character builds a kingdom. Number 10, Record of the Mightiest Lord. Richard, a transmigrator, rose to prominence as a pioneering aristocrat in another planet. The indigenous were assaulting the land from the front at the moment, while a noble with nefarious intentions was planning behind the scenes. Richard only had a few things on which to rely, and one of them was known as the Lord System, creating borders to build castles, locating dwarves to purchase equipment, and much more. Beermen, minotaurs, goblins. All manner of foes were on their way. The journey to become the mightiest lord has begun. Number 9, Sheng Wang. Qi is the source of all life. Qi Gong is the starting point for all cultivation. Yang Qi sacrificed everything for the lady he adores, only to be deceived by the one he adores the most. Other aristocracy were after him, and he had nowhere to go. Now that his Qi Gong has been shattered, he is unable to utilize any martial arts. Heaven, on the other hand, has yet to abandon him. Number 8, I have a mansion in the post-apocalyptic world. Jiang Chen crossed into the Judgment Day after the nuclear war, and there was a mess everywhere. In order to survive, Jiang Chen led the refugees to establish a base area and set up a federation. Then carry the Judgment Day's technology and return to the true world. Change the political structure of the Earth, rescue the world in a critical moment, and establish the Great Union of Earth Federation. Expanding the territory and fighting the threat from the sky. Number 7, become the Castellan in another world. When a gamer in Homebody begins the buff for going through time and space, he undoubtedly decides to make a splash. Make a splash. And create a splash. The domineering cat woman, Lori the fox lady, Girly the rabbit lady. It's not a zoo. This is a magnificent other world ruled by the law of the jungle. In a true strategic game and a massive conspiracy crisis, the overlord of another world emerges, leaving the rest as losers. Number 6, Solo Bug Player. Taipeng Shin understands every detail of his favorite MMO video game, Paradiso, like the back of his hand. His gaming experiences, however, come to a sudden stop following his tragic demise. But this isn't his final act since he's been resurrected as Jared, a delinquent ruler of a freezing region. In Paradiso. Now he must confront the world he once knew and exploit all of the faults he is aware of in order to become the main character of his new solo adventure. Number 5, the max level hero has returned. The impotent Prince Davio Rowan is struck by an enemy's arrow and slips into a coma. His spirit journeys to the hallowed Hall of Heroes, where the best of the great congregate. 1,000 years pass while Davy goes through torturous training under their watchful eyes in order to become a hero too powerful for his own good. Returning to his period and country, he is wide awake, and the adversaries hidden in the king's court had best be ready. The prince they had disregarded is now their most dangerous adversary. Number 4, Dungeon Reset. Daeun's regular existence is flipped upside down when he is summoned into the dungeon, where he must survive terrifying beasts and life-threatening traps. To make matters worse, he is simply an artisan with no combat skills. However, after falling into a trap and surviving a glitched reset, Daeun has received a strange yet weirdly useful set of talents. He'll have to get imaginative in order to complete the game and return home, with the help of a homicidal helper and a cute ground squirrel. What options await him in the tunnels below now that the rules no longer apply to him? Number 3, Release That Witch. A modern-day engineer is transported to another universe, where he is transformed into a royal. His surroundings are reminiscent of medieval Europe, but not quite the same. Witches indeed exist in our world, and they have true magical powers. Magical abilities that can be utilized for good. The witches have to be saved. Their abilities must be released. We must unlock our map, battle demons, unravel the plot, and climb the technological tree. Number 2, Return of the Mount Hua sect. When Chong Myong of the Mount Hua sect awakens 100 years later, his final recollections are of a horrific struggle with the demonic cult's leader, the demonic Chen Ma. Chong Myong concluded the hard-fought fight by killing Chen Ma, virtually bringing the 10 great sects of ancient China to an end. Soon later, he died from his wounds, racked with remorse for their Pyrrhic victory. However, everything is not lost as he awakens to his second shot at life. Shocked to see that his beloved Mount Hua sect has been reduced to a mere shadow of its former grandeur in the modern day, Chong Myong sets out on a mission to restore Mount Hua to its former splendor. Number 1, The Greatest Estate Builder. Soo-ha Kim, a civil engineering student, falls asleep while reading a fantasy novel and awakens as a character in the book. Soo-ha is currently inhabiting the body of Lloyd Frontera, A slacker aristocrat who enjoys drinking and whose family is deeply in debt. Soo-ha uses his technical expertise to create technologies that would help him avoid the awful future that awaits him. Can Soo-ha dig his new family out of debt and construct a brighter future with the assistance of a huge hamster, a knight, and the world's magic? And there you have it, top 10 manhwa of all time. And that's been it. Thank you for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.